it all and make NASCAR history. And there is no more difficult or dangerous time for a driver mired back in the field than the early laps when everything can break loose. Fans on their feet, glad to have you with us on what could be a history-making day here in South Florida as the field comes down for the green flag. First-time pole sitter David Reutimann trying to lead the first lap here, but Matt Kenseth has another opinion.
Well, he's racing him hard on the bottom. I thought maybe Carl Edwards would be the guy that could get out front early. Didn't get as good a start as his teammate Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, Reutimann got a nice jump on the start of the race. It's pretty obvious he wanted to lead that first lap after winning his first pole.
There's a 29 car. Kevin Harvick looking on the inside of the racetrack. Remember the 83 car. That is the inexperienced rookie Scott Speed, who qualified on the outside front row. So some of the veterans tiptoeing around him or trying to go around him early.
And he's doing a great job. I mean, he's staying right up with these guys. He's not done anything goofy around them. He's just looks as solid as any of the veterans. So far, so good for Scott Speed.
He had a fast car yesterday in practice, too. So he knows what's going on there. Back on Jimmie Johnson here as he tries to make his way up through.
He's already gained one position. Got to be careful.
See just a little bit of smoke trailing from the 48 there. You got to think that's maybe the splitter rubbing the racetrack.
I saw Jimmy before the race, driver induction, very calm. He was just ready to get in his race car and do his job today.
Carl Edwards now going on the bottom of the racetrack. And again, remember, Carl needs to lead the most laps if he's to have a shot. He could win it and just lead one lap, but if he could lead the most laps, he could finish as far back as third. Not that that's far back at all.
He's going to have to stand on it big time, and he's doing it right here. Look how much tape he's got on that windshield. I don't know how he sees out of this race car. He's only got just a little opening. He's trying to shield that sun, which is going to get a little bit worse before it gets better tonight.
Edwards takes the second spot away now. Will set his sights on his teammate Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, there's that tape. Look at that, man. He can't hardly see. He's just got one little slit right there. He's got that tape down on the windshield, and he's also got some tape on the dash to kill some of the glare, so it comes up in front of him.
So far, he likes what he's seeing, though. There's only one guy in front of him. So.
Jimmie Johnson a little racy here early on, not wasting any time to make a move now inside the 16 car up to 23rd position from his 30th starting spot.
Jimmy was really happy with his race car in practice yesterday. He said they got it pretty much where they wanted it, very comfortable. He said it's awful hard to drive, though. These cars are hard. They're a handful to drive around here. Dave?
And DJ, remember what our in-race reporter crew chief, Tony Eury Jr., said before this race? When it gets dark, we'll have to go to the bottom of this racetrack. Chad Knaus told me this morning we have to make progress while the sun is out. That's because we have options now. Jimmy can go low, Jimmy can go high, but when the sun goes down, everyone will go to the bottom and will have fewer options to choose from. They'll try to make as much hay as they can while the sun's still out.
Kevin Harvick making a move for third position. Harvick, one of the drivers that is yet to win here in 2008, has also never won at this racetrack in a Cup car.
He takes that third spot away from David Reutimann. Scott Speed right behind Reutimann. These two guys that started on the front row still hanging right up there.
Heard Dave talking about how this track changes so much that the race does start in the daylight and ends after darkness, and there's a huge transition in terms of grip level on this racetrack, and these cars will change abruptly.
I'm watching this lead here. These guys have gotten out to a couple seconds. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if they were going to do that. They got a little bit of lead. They could actually swap this thing, at least give the 5 points to the 99 car. Dave?
And guys, Matt Kenseth is a driver with horsepower, not just under the hood, but with management. He calls Doug Yates, the engine builder, most every Monday morning, giving him feedback, advice, feedback on what the motor did, what it didn't, and ideas to give them more horsepower at Roush Fenway Racing. Even though Matt would probably not admit it, he's been a big part of the improvements here at Roush Racing, and he's helped give them the horsepower they have under the 17 and under his teammate, the 99 of Carl Edwards.
Yeah, see Carl trying to take the lead and get those 5 bonus points, but I can assure you that you give Doug Yates just a little bit of information and a direction that you want to go, and that's what you'll have. Just give him a little bit of time. time to work with his people and work on those engines, and that's what he'll have for you.
Plus, in sports, it never hurts to give someone a little pat on the back and say, hey, thanks for all your hard efforts. Well, I thought Matt might move out of the way and let Carl at least have a lap, but that hasn't happened thus far.
I'm surprised, really, that Matt's running as hard as he is trying to keep this lead. I know Carl has to win and lead the most laps, so that's a lot he has to do. But Matt Kenseth has an agenda, too. He wants to win this race. He hasn't won this year, and he wants to get that win. But I'm really kind of surprised that he's not at least letting Carl lead a lap here.
Matt Kenseth's last victory came at this racetrack 1 year ago. It's been 35 races since he's been to victory lane. In fact, in this race a year ago, he dominated by leading 214 laps, the most ever by a winner here at Homestead, Miami.
You know, we can talk about these guys being teammates. They have their own agendas, though. They're in this race. I think that's what makes our sport so great. Well, we have to go back a year ago to where a little confrontation at Martinsville between these two drivers right here. Matt might have a pretty good memory and say, you come up here and earn this if you want it.